Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be talking about the things we loved this past school year and the things that will not be making a reappearance in our home. If it's your first time here, hello and welcome. My name is Joanna and this is How We School. I homeschool a now 11-year-old going into 6th grade. We have always homeschooled. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming to spend some time with me again. All right, so we're just gonna jump into it, and I'm gonna start with the things that we didn't like because that is the smallest pile here, which is always amazing to know that most of the items you purchased actually worked in your home. So can't beat that, right? First thing we're gonna pull out are these Prismacolor Premier markers. I don't know, let's see. These, we just did not like them. We didn't. They didn't work for us. So we're gonna try new markers out this year. I don't know if it's just that we're not marker people. So we're gonna find out this year if we're marker people or if it was these markers. And we actually love Prismacolor, so that was why we went with these markers. Other thing we did not like this year were these Papermate handwriting mechanical pencils. And these have the triangular shape for holding, for easier holding. They have a much thicker lead in there. And we thought we were gonna like these, but my son did not enjoy them, so I have them ready to like give away with the extra lead and everything. I bought myself these scissors. These are Fisker scissors. They did not work very well. I don't know, maybe they're probably like the cheapest Fisker scissors I found or something like that, but they did not work. I mean, they work, they're just not the best. Another thing is our, it has suction cups under, I forgot. Our X-Acto electric sharpener. Every time we're sharpening our pencils, what's happening right now, it opens, it's not, see? So we have to hold it while we're sharpening. So this was a bust, but we're keeping it till it breaks down because I'm not buying another sharpener. Budget people, budget. And the last thing that really did not work for us was the Spanish for Everyone Junior 5 Words a Day by DK. We are gonna try it again this year for at least a month, but it was literally 5 words a day. So it was really hard. So at the end of the week, you've got 25 words, right? Was it 5 days? No, 4 days. So 20 words. That's a lot to get in 5 days. I felt like, unless we were using the words constantly, but it was just like activities and you did the words. And so I would spend like 2 to 3 weeks on just those 5 words. But we're gonna try it again this year and see what happens, but I think it's still gonna be a bust. But I really wanna give it one more shot. So, but I'm not gonna give it a lot of time like I did last year. So, you know, he did the activities and it just, not much of it stuck. Really, none of it stuck. So, all right, now moving on to the things we love. There's a whole bunch. And this is, I'm gonna let you know right now because did I pull any of it out? I did pull one curriculum out, let's see. Handwriting Without Tears. We didn't finish this one, so we'll finish it this year. Because this was a success for us. So was Oak Meadow. We're still working on Lightning Lit and Curiosity Chronicles. Those are still big hits. They worked well. Oak Meadow and any of the Evermore books we usually use the daily ones. There are a couple of, what are those called? The skill sharpeners we have, and those worked well for us as well this school year. So all of our curriculum was a big hit still, except for writing. So we'll be doing something different for writing coming up for 6th grade. Another big hit for us this year was this dry erase map. It has the map of the United States on this side and the map of the world on this side. You can see the last thing we used it for. We absolutely love this. And speaking of this, as you can see, I cannot erase what we have on here. And that's because another big success this year for us was, and I know I pulled them out, there they are, the Expo Vis-a-Vis markers, or the wet erase markers. Let's see, I don't know. And these were such a big hit because there's nothing worse than when you're using the dry erase markers and you accidentally smudge your work. So I actually found out about these last year at the beginning of the school year. I think it was when I was buying supplies over on Homeschoolology. I think that's her YouTube page. And I was like, yes, of course, Vis-a-Vis. Why haven't I thought of this before? Such a hit, such a hit. So we were super happy to have these this year. I was like, why haven't we had these our whole homeschooling career? And on that, I'm gonna go with writing utensils. The Frixion clickers are Jam's absolute favorite pens. They're the erasable pens. The clicker one is his favorite because we have the ones that have like a felt tip, and he doesn't like those, but these are his favorite. So I've taken the felt ones for myself, but he likes those. Another big hit as every year is our Prismacolor colored pencils. As I told you, we really love Prismacolor, which was why we were surprised we didn't like the markers. And a new addition that we added last year that Jam really loved this year, he used these so much, were the Prismacolor color erase pencils because they are erasable. So he used these a lot, and these are really great if you're using Oak Meadow, because as you know, if you use Oak Meadow, when you're doing your language arts, your parts of speech will be in different colors. So this is a great way to do that. So he really enjoyed that. He got the Wescott titanium non-stick scissors, and these were a great success. He really said these were easy to use, easy to handle. I constantly stole them and used them as well. So I guess that means that they were pretty decent because I was constantly using these as well. Let's see what else. Another big thing this year for Jam was using acrylic paints. These I believe I got at Walmart. I really don't even remember, but acrylic paint was a big one. Something else he really enjoys using is his wax seal, and this is great when you're doing early American history. Such a great little fun tool to seal your whatever you make, any documents or any letters or anything like that. It was tons of fun. Yes, that is just a Harry Potter seal. Another huge success for me this year was our Canon Ivy. So this, right, that's what it's called, yes, Ivy. This is a little photo printer, and it prints on little sticker paper, and it's such a great way to document anything you're doing. You can make a little yearbook every month, every few weeks, print a couple pictures of what you've done, add it to your journal, to your planner, anything you'd like. We really enjoyed this. We both use these. He used this in his reading journal. I used it more on our travels, and I wanted to use it more in our planner, and I didn't last year, but I plan to this upcoming school year. And I really like this little printer. It's super helpful, very nice to have. And I got the little case to take it with us everywhere because we traveled with it. A big hit this year was Boggle. This was probably the favorite word game besides Wordle that we did this year. So this was the #1 word game. And as always, there's Professor Noggins, got that upside down, Professor Noggins for trivia because we love trivia. So Professor Noggins, once again, a hit another year. I need to cover my address on here. History Unboxed, if you've watched our videos, you know was a huge hit this year again in our home. So that made a reappearance, and it will make a reappearance again next year. Hands-on crafts. Here is our beading loom. It's been a big hit. All the crafts, this has been a hit. I've got a whole box of, we had to buy a whole box of beads for this. Then this was another big hit for me. This is the Keep Going First Aid. I don't know if you've ever seen these. And I will link below as much as I possibly can. So this is a first aid kit, and we take it, as you can see, I have other things in there. I have my hair scrunchies, a little hair clip, but then there's Band-Aids, Q-tips, there's tick removers, which is a big one. They have burn cream, they have antiseptic, I think, aspirin, ibuprofen, hand sanitizer, lip balm, stickers, all that sort of stuff in here. And this is the medium size. They have 3 or 4 sizes. They have like a really small one that you can just attach to your backpack for kids. And then they have another smaller one, and then this one, and then a bigger one. But we've taken this everywhere on nature walks, to the beach, on our travels, just everywhere, everywhere. This has come with me. Right now it's part of our pool bag. It comes to the pool with me every time we go because somebody is sure to fall and scrape their legs. Another big thing for me this year were these, successful thing was these Hagoromo chalks. They're in this box, is not what they came in, but that's part of the box that they came with. I take that in there, and their eraser as well. I really enjoyed these. These colors were really, really bright. But sometimes, because we would do some chalk drawing, sometimes we use sorry, it's a really big mess in this bag of chalk. Mercurius chalkboard, blackboard chalk was another one that was a big hit for us. Let's see, there's only a few more things, I promise. Another thing that we've been using for years that was another big hit was Crate Jr. This is an absolute hit in our house. Every month that it comes in, Jam loves it. He is super excited. He loves all the different things that they curate. They really do take their time, and I will say probably about 90% of the items and books we read and use in our home. A lot of our homeschool supplies have come from our Crate Jr. boxes. So that's another thing we really enjoy. Of course, Post-it notes. This is our last one left. And like tabs. We use tabs like crazy in this house. So we have to have a lot of these tabs. We use a lot of tabs. Another thing that was a big hit were these index rain cards. I got these at Target last year, and we used 2 of these, one for Fix-It Grammar. Oh, that was another one of the curriculums we did, Fix-It Grammar, which was another success. We used these, one for Fix-It Grammar vocabulary and one for Crate Jr. for Oak Meadow vocabulary. And we absolutely, look at this. These were a big hit. So I really like it because it keeps it together. You don't have to be rummaging through a box. You're just kind of flipping through these. So instead of having, I did buy index cards, but now that I've got these, I feel like these are so much easier for him to use, but they're not as big. So I don't know if I'm just going to punch holes into some of our other index cards and just put a ring on them. But he likes the little covers, and then that's how he knows which goes to what, because he knows which cover is for which vocabulary. So these were a big hit. These little books were another big hit for our spelling. We would do spelling in these. So this was a big hit because then we didn't have to use our other notebooks. Another thing that we got this year that we didn't have before was graph paper. So we got this for math because I was noticing that Jan was having trouble, and a lot of times it was because his math wasn't lined up. So we got the graph notebook, and this was a big, we're on our second one. We started a second one, I should say, because this one we finished completely. Our main lesson books, as always, was a big hit. Is this the right? Yes. So, and you can see he loved using those erasable colored pencils for writing. Let's see, in here too. Yep, he's got 2 colors. So, main lesson books are still a big hit for him. Fix-It Grammar's here still. And this is the last thing. Our 50 Real Heroes for Boys book. He really enjoyed this. We only read it halfway. And then I said we would read the other half this year. This way we had time to read other things. We didn't spend all our time just on this. But this was a really big hit, and we loved all the people so far that we've read that they've chosen for this book. It's very different than, there was so many people that you don't see in a lot of other books. And I love that, again, it had male and females in here. So this was definitely a success in our home. And I think that's it. We were looking, Jam was gonna do this video with me and then he changed his mind, but he helped me curate all the things that we loved this year. Like I forgot the acrylic paints. He brought those out. There was a few more things he brought out. I can't even remember. Oh, my scissors that I did not like. The Professor Noggins, he helped me bring out and things like that. So this is the things that we really enjoyed using this year, that were successful for us, that we will use again. As you heard, which things we won't. We're gonna try the Spanish 5 words a day one more time, but I have a feeling that's not gonna be what works for us. But I will say, I have been speaking more in Spanish to him at home. So we've been having more conversation, and his Spanish has really picked up a lot since then. He has given me a thumbs up behind the camera right now, because has your Spanish picked up a lot? Yes. So it's been amazing to hear him start replying to me in Spanish. So it's really exciting. Okay, so that's everything. Like I said, I will try to link what I can below in the description box. And I hope you guys found something that might serve your home as well as it served in our home. And of course, I know different things for different people. Like, let's say the Prismacolor markers might be great. Your family loves them. They did not work for us. And again, it could be that we are just not marker people. So I thought he was coming to tell me something. So thank you guys so much for stopping by and seeing what worked and what didn't work in our home this past school year. And let me know what worked for your home or didn't work for your home. Oh, well, that wasn't a school thing. He wants you guys to know he got reusable water balloons, and those have been a great hit for the summertime. All right, guys, thank you so much for passing by, and we'll see you later. Bye.